Like, genuinely, who is the photographer for the photos on this website? Whoever it is, I think they should be fired because what is the lighting being used here? Like, who thought this product looked good? The comment says, the PJs are cute. I wish they were more affordable though. And Cecily responded, thank you. We do have options for Shop Pay on our website if that is something you want to choose. Illy. I don't know who needs to hear this, but please, you should not be using Shop Pay's payment plan to buy these pajamas. Don't do it. Don't do it.
We just want to let you guys know that we have lowered the prices to a point where even if we sell out every single item on the website, we will make zero profit on our investment into this.
Why are you telling the consumer / your audience this? Do you want them to feel bad for you that you made a bad business decision? And in the name of authenticity is wild. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're getting into another story of influencers being out of touch. Cecily and Samantha Bauchmann are sister-in-laws that are both influencers that make personal life family content, essentially mommy vloggers. They probably have platforms elsewhere, but this drama has really been blowing up on TikTok, where Cecily has over 2.2 million followers and Samantha has 572,000 followers. They recently launched a new clothing business called For the Mems, where they're selling pajamas for the holiday season. So the idea is that you buy matching pajamas for the whole family, take pictures, for the memes. That in itself is not a new concept. People have been buying and wearing matching pajamas for the holiday season and Christmas for a while now. That's not the point. The thing that has gotten everyone riled up is the fact that they were trying to sell these pajama sets for $98 and the child ones for $78, and I think at one point $116 for a men's t-shirt and joggers. Now don't get me wrong, I know luxury pajamas are not a new thing either, but their pajamas are not giving luxury. In fact, so much about their launch, marketing, business, and website has been giving a not well thought out, lazy, insulting cash grab. And the fact that they thought that they could launch this to their specific audience and everyone was supposed to just eat it all up is what shows how out of touch they are. So we will be diving into all of the criticisms and their response to the backlash. Quick disclaimer, I don't condone sending hate to these influencers. I know at the end of the day, we don't like the pajamas, so we just don't buy the pajamas. But it's still an interesting topic of discussion because this is another example of influencers thinking that they can just easily make money off of their audience for whatever business they decide to do and no one will bat an eye. Well, we are here and we're pointing it out. So this is a message to not only them, but just other influencers in general before they pull stunts like this in the future. And consider this a de-influencing video for you to save your coin. Let's get into it. Now let's just dive immediately into the website selling these overpriced pajamas so I can show you what the people have been up in arms about for the past couple of days, rightfully so. Keep in mind that Cecily and Samantha responded to backlash over the price of the pajamas from the first launch, so the prices have been reduced since then. What's kind of funny is that they chose to respond about the price complaints, but literally none of the other concerns other people had. But trust, we will get into that later. Let's take a look at the women's pajama set first. So again, note that while it says these are $75, they used to be $98 during initial launch. And can I just say that $75 is still wild for this in my personal opinion? Reasons being that first off, they tell you that these pajamas are prone to shrinking. That's not a cute sign. They also say under fit and fabric that, quote, this set is soft and luxurious. The fabric is comfortable to sleep in and will be wearable throughout your holiday celebrations. You will love how it feels against your skin. You won't want to take it off. If in between sizes, size up, as this print is prone to shrinking due to the all-over print. Material composition, 93% rayon, 7% spandex. This specific set was dyed to match all over. The material may feel a bit stiffer, but remains the same material composition as your favorite For the Mems PJs. Okay, but what do you mean it's a bit stiffer but remains the same material composition as my favorite For the Mem PJs? I have no idea what your For the Mem PJs feel like. They just launched. And in this Santa set listing, it says length runs on the longer side, but not too long. What does that even mean? Especially since this is a top and bottom set, are we talking about the length for the top or the bottom? In general too, just being someone who is 5'2", I'm not gonna buy a set or any bottoms really without knowing how long the bottoms are. It could be catastrophic for a short girly like me. And the material, like we are using rayon, you guys. For the price that that you're spending on these, you could get pajamas elsewhere with much higher quality fabrics, because again, it's not necessarily the price point that is the whole issue. The issue is that they thought their audience was going to eat up this price point and their product doesn't even appear to be worth that price point. It's also wild that they say, hey, like this is going to shrink, so size up, and proceeds to have no sizing chart or guide to what their sizing even is to begin with. And let's say that we make our best guess and buy these to try and want to return them afterwards. Well, the return policy is very annoying and questionable too. First off, if there are any damages, you must report it in the first 48 hours of delivery in order to be eligible for a return, which is not screaming good customer service to me when you're trying to get me to buy some luxury product and you can't get your money back. It says returns will be processed for store credit as an e-gift card. The actual shipping costs will be deducted from the return credit. For the MEMS may also charge a 10% restocking fee based on the original purchase amount if the return rate exceeds 75%. So you'll get a gift card to buy from them again. Currently, they're just selling pajamas, so I assume if you return the pajamas because you didn't like them, you probably don't want to buy another pair of pajamas from them. And if you're returning them to get your right size, then I guess you're just taking the L over and over again on the shipping costs. And then under Care Guide, they say, our PJ sets are meant to be worn with love and lived in, but please wash on cold and lay flat to dry to get the best longevity of your For the Mems PJs. You're telling me that I have to carefully wash and dry my pajamas that I paid $98 for or $75 for in order to keep its current condition. I know there are some rich people out there who can afford to have people do their laundry and take careful care of each of their luxury pajama set items, but given the outreach to this, I don't think that's their audience. So if you're gonna sell an expensive pajama set to your audience of normal people, it better be something that is high quality, lasts long, and doesn't require all of these special needs to keep it in its normal condition. Now let's continue with our luxury pajama set shopping and take a look at the kids' pajamas. One thing to note is that people pointed out on Reddit that they changed the product names from onesie to jumpsuit for their baby toddler products, probably because of the trademark that Gerber has on the term onesie, which I have no idea about and is kind of a fun fact. But y'all, look at these product photos for the kids' products. They are all over the place and just so wrinkly. Like genuinely, who is the photographer for the photos on this website? Whoever it is, I think they should be fired because what is the lighting being used here? Like, who thought this product looked good? And this is a general critique of like all the photos on their website, because even the family photos, the lighting seems weird or inconsistent or just like not even there at all. Like look at the product photos of the shirts. They're so wrinkly. So another huge critique that people are harping on is that these pajamas are apparently flammable and don't adhere to the legal product guidelines for kids' pajamas. I'm not an expert on this. I have seen people say that rayon fabric is flammable, therefore it's not safe for kids' pajamas, but I've also seen people say that rayon can't be treated so that it's not flammable, in which case I have no idea if they're treating it or not, so they could be adhering to the guidelines properly. But okay, this next thing absolutely killed me. So if you are planning on spending hundreds of dollars on matching Christmas outfits that won't even fit your kids next year, keep in mind that you won't even really be matching. Just look at this color discrepancy between the women and girls set and the boys jumpsuit. Like, what is this? This is giving, I went to prom with my date and he color matched his tie using a photo of my dress and we said, okay, close enough. And the shirts are literally see-through. You can see the back graphic of the shirt just from the front here. And on the kids' shirt, they forgot to remove the original tag of the shirt that they're using for this, which revealed that this t-shirt is from Comfort Colors, which people are saying you can buy Comfort Colors shirts on Amazon, which I looked up and it's true. You can get a 3-pack for $23, making it almost $8 a shirt. And they're selling for $58 for the shirt and a pair of joggers. And another controversy with this particular t-shirt is that it used to have a graphic saying out here looking like a whole snack on the back of the shirt. Basically what it looks like for the adult men's version, which feels really inappropriate to put on a kid's shirt. So then they removed the wording, but it's still in the URL of the product page. And they note that like the fabric for this shirt is going to be different from the rest. So it's just so messy, you guys. And I'd also add that since they're advertising these pajamas to be a family thing, it's still weird for that wording to be on the men's shirt. Like, yay, family photo. Oh, what does dad's shirt say? Oh, hey mom, what does looking like a snack mean? So yeah, I don't think that these pajamas are worth what they're selling them for. It could make more sense if they were produced in a very transparent and ethical way, but I don't think they are, since if they were, that would have been a great marketing tactic for them. If they really wanted to target the rich and luxurious mom, why are they naming their brand For the Mems. For the Mems is giving young Instagram girly. It really showed that they don't know their audience well, or thought maybe even if a majority of their audience couldn't afford it, they might buy it anyways. Since Cecily even left this response to a comment talking about the price, the comment says, "The PJs are cute. I wish they were more affordable though." And Cecily responded, "Thank you. We do have options for Shop Pay on our website if that is something you want to choose. Illy." I don't know who needs to hear this, but please, you should not be using Shop Pay's payment plan to buy these pajamas. Don't do it. Don't do it. There are so many alternative places you can buy cute matching pajamas for the family. And that was not the only comment that they made in response to people who expressed some interest in buying even though the price felt out of reach. I think it's super selfish to encourage your audience to use a payment plan to buy something from you, as if you even need the money. Let's be real, this whole project felt like a cash grab that they thought they could just do for fun. They never considered that it could actually flop because they felt their platforms would just carry them. There was also a controversy with their marketing plan. This creator on TikTok made a video saying that the marketing campaigns for both of these brands were super similar. On the left is a brand created by Mallory Irving called In My Sundays, and then on the right is there For the Mems. You can already see in the images side by side with holding up the cardboard signs. The creator said that both these brands allegedly have the same marketing team, which means the fault is really on that marketing team first because WTF. But it definitely doesn't look good on Cecily and Samantha regardless. The In My Sundays promo was back in June too, so it was pretty recent. Both pajama sets from both brands were listed at $98. They also both did marketing videos using newspapers. So after all of this backlash, they did make a response video where they announced lowering the prices of the products across the website. So let's get into that.
Hey guys.
Hello.
You guys know that we started For the Mems, and it was inspired by our family's desire to always come together to create special memories, to coordinate, to match, and that all originated with Christmas morning.
And so that's when For the Mems was born, something that would be high quality that we could love, but also that you guys could love too.
Obviously, neither one of us has ever had any experience in the clothing industry.
When it comes to building a clothing line from the ground up, that specifically, I mean, I worked in retail, but when it comes to building a clothing line from the ground up, it is completely different.
We didn't have any experience in designing, producing, selling, especially when it comes from something from the ground up. And we are so thankful for everyone who has given us guidance on this, everyone who has supported us on this. It has been incredible.
But in all honesty, yesterday was another learning opportunity for us.
Absolutely.
Samantha and I cannot state enough about how proud we are of the quality of the pajamas that we are selling with For the Mems.
And we are so confident in the fact that everyone who has purchased one will absolutely love the quality of the product that they receive.
Yeah.
We are really grateful for the feedback that we have received about the price of the PJ sets. And in wanting to maintain that desire and that heart for why we started For the Mems in the first place, to bring something that we love and cherish so much to you guys, we wanted to make it more accessible, and we've decided to lower the prices on the pajama sets across the board on the website.
We saw your guys' comments about being so excited for this drop, and we are so grateful for you being a part of the excitement with us. But then your disappointment of not being able to have it within reach, and that's why we wanted to reduce those prices.
We want to do this to make this more within reach for you, our community, because our community is what matters most to us.
Yeah. Something that Samantha and I value so much is authenticity when it comes to both of our social channels.
We very much value transparency and honesty with you. And in that spirit, we just want to let you guys know that we have lowered the prices to a point where even if we sell out every single item on the website, we will make zero profit on our investment into this.
If you're wondering if you've already purchased, we've already had you guys in mind. We will be refunding your portion to the new price that is reflected on the website.
Yes. Aware of the risk that we are taking in doing this, and we are also aware that some people may even take more time out of their day to try to shame us from not doing this in the first place.
This is something that we admit to and are completely okay with correcting.
Learning and growing.
Yes.
The new prices will be reflected on the website at the time of this video going up. See your concerns and your comments, and we heard you, and we are doing what we can to make it feel right.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for letting us be honest with you. We love you and are so, so grateful for you.
Yeah, so thankful to just be able to come on and candidly share our hearts.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
So as we went over earlier, their lowered prices are still too much for what they're selling. Some of the reductions were that the women's set went from $98 to $75, the kids set went from $78 to $58, and the joggers went from $78 to $59. But what I thought was really wild is that they say that they want to be authentic and transparent, so they're like, by the way, we're not making any profit from this. A lot of people think that they're lying about this, since it's hard to believe that with how cheaply everything seems that they'd need to sell it for that high price just to break even. But let's not even go there. Let's say that they are telling the truth and that they really just messed up with their business plan and now are no longer going to be making any profit even with their high prices. I'm sorry, but I don't care. Why are you telling the consumer / your audience this? Do you want them to feel bad for you that you made a bad business decision? And in the name of authenticity is wild. And all of the criticisms people had about the quality or questions about their marketing were completely ignored. Some comments in response to this video read, "The zero profit comment had me cackling. Like, what? Target had pajamas 40% off last week, family matching, great material, I'll keep to that. Is authenticity in the room with us? Is the lowered price in the room with us? Chat, is this real? 75 times 4 equals 300, not including shipping. Yeah, I wish. Barely had enough for groceries." And in the comments came even more drama, with Cecily liking this comment referring to Avery Woods. The commenter said, "I just don't know why Avery didn't get as much hate as y'all, so odd to me." So for some context, Avery Woods is another mom influencer that did some collab with a brand to create a hoodie and sweatpants set that was also pretty expensive. I don't know the exact cost, but I'm assuming since this commenter made this comparison that the cost is around the same for these pajama sets. But the reason that Avery Woods didn't get the same backlash was because she was selling a hoodie and sweatpants that can be worn year-round and was from a reputable business that already had established pricing for what you pay to get their quality of product. Now, Avery Woods has her own controversies. I don't know a ton about her, so I'm not saying that she's this perfect person either to model being in touch with your audience, but just saying that's why she didn't get the same amount of heat for her situation, because they're not really the same thing. It does say a lot that Cecily liked that comment as if wanting Avery to take some heat off of them, when I think that her and Avery are supposed to have been close friends. Cecily has been on Avery's podcast before, and Avery talked about how they send each other voice memos all day, every day, and felt that Cecily was one of her lifelong best friends forever. That is just so awkward. So what now? Well, I think Cecily and Samantha should just take the L with this one. Moving forward, they either need to just shut down or seriously rethink what type of product they want to sell at what price point. If their current audience on their platforms isn't the type of audience that they want to reach with their business, then you need to change your content to get that audience, or you need to change your product to be something that fits your existing audience. If they really aren't making profit off of this, then they should just stop. No one is telling you that you have to start a clothing brand or business. Don't be guilt tripping your audience into saving you from your bad business decisions or encouraging them to use payment plans to support your side passion project. Small businesses fail all the time. It's sad, but it's true. Being an influencer doesn't mean your business has any more right to succeed. Sure, it can definitely help having an existing platform, but you still need to be intentional and thoughtful. Like, some of y'all influencers are just taking your audience for granted. I hope they can learn from this experience, but from their initial responses, it feels like they haven't. Anyways, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!